everyone, it's Jennifer from Fiberflux. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome too. I'm so glad you're here because today we're going to be talking about 10 different fall home decor crochet projects. These are so fun and they're going to cozy up your space for fall. Before we get started, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel, it supports the channel, and I just appreciate it so much. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. So let's jump into fall home decor. I will be the first to admit I have an overly large collection of fall decor. I have blankets, I have candles, I have all kinds of pumpkins. Probably too many pumpkins, but I have so much fall decor, but I'm always adding little things here and there, and I love making fall decor. This is the time to get all the cozy stuff out, light a beautiful scented candle, and just enjoy the season. So let's jump in and talk about 10 different fall home decor crochet projects. Now, all of these can be found for free over at the Fiberflux blog as a written pattern. All of these have full video tutorials here on the channel where I walk you through step by step and stitch by stitch. You can also get the ad-free PDFs over at my Ravelry shop and my Etsy shop. And also you can join our Patreon community and get the ad-free PDFs as well over at that community as well. So for the first fall home decor crochet project, we're going to talk about this falling leaves wreath. This is a gorgeous wreath that's just made with a wire frame, like a wreath form. And then I made a bunch of one round leaves. I took all my fall looking scrap yarn in the super bulky weight and a large hook and made some one round leaves and just covered the whole wreath form with it, just with some hot glue. So super easy, no sewing or anything. I know lots of wreaths you have to sew a lot of things on, but this is just one round leaves hot glued on. So easy, and it's just so beautiful and cozy looking. The next pattern is this autumn textures blanket. This is such a pretty pattern. I love the modern fall palette. It kind of reminds me of like a candy corn theme, but in a more modern kind of toned down home decor look. Again, very easy stitches, and this blanket stitches up in no time flat with some super bulky yarn. So check out the autumn textures blanket. The next project that I wanted to share is this Cozy Shells pillow. This is a pillow cover that I crocheted, and it has a pillow form in it. And what I did was I grabbed all of my cozy, super bulky scrap yarn. I had all different colors, and they made a really beautiful kind of fall and even into winter palette. So I made this closed shell stitch scrap yarn pillow cover, and it just looks so cute and cozy on any sofa or favorite chair. So check out the Cozy Shells pillow. The next project are these harvest votives. Now, I made a small one and a large one, so you can put a small candle, battery operated candle, or a little tea light. Just be careful if you use a real candle because of the yarn. You don't want it to go into the jar, but I used a short and a taller quilted jelly jar for these, and all it is a strip of crochet and a cute wooden fall button attached to the front, and then the lacy decorative holes of the fan stitches allow you to button it on. So no buttonholes or anything needed to be stitched, just a really very fast, simple square or rectangle of some lace stitches. So check out the Harvest Votives, and you can use a fun special fall button with these. There's lots of fun buttons in the craft aisle, so check those out. Now, it wouldn't be fall home decor without pumpkins, and lots of them. So these modern pumpkins are a really fun and versatile pattern that you can use. And again, we're using some bulky yarn with these, and basically what I did was I made a cylinder, stuffed it, and then used some yarn to go around the edges to create that pumpkin shape, and then a very simple little scrap yarn stem. So I used charcoal and like an off-white for mine to kind of match my decor a little bit, but you can do orange, you could do tweed, you could do self-striping and make some striped pumpkins. Really any yarn. This is a great project too for some scrap yarn. And it's a great way to use up some odds and ends too to stuff it with. So if you have really small yarn scraps, you can save them for projects like this and stuff your pumpkins. We've also, in the Fiberflux community, people have used cotton balls, fabric scraps kind of balled up. Fiberfill, if you have some extra fiberfill, to use that as well. So you can stuff this with all kinds of fun things and use up some things in the meantime. So check out the modern pumpkins. Next up are these harvest button napkin rings. Now I made these in some gorgeous fall colors, but you could make them in holiday colors as well, or colors to match your home decor. And all it is, once again, is a rectangle. Now this one has a very easy buttonhole, and I used a wooden button to give it kind of like a nature or kind of harvest look. And I used some fall colors. So this would be beautiful for a fall tablescape or into Thanksgiving if you wanted to add a handmade touch to your table as well. So try the harvest button napkin rings, super easy and fun. The next pattern is the Autumn Farmhouse Throw. Now this is a pretty pattern that I loved making in one of my favorite stitches, the closed shell stitch, and it's kind of like sage green, off-white, teal. It's a very modern kind of fall palette and just a very cozy blanket. It matches into winter, into spring. It really can be a year-round throw, but I really especially love this blanket for fall. And if you drape it over a favorite chair or sofa, or put it on one of those cute blanket ladders, it really adds a cozy touch to your home. So try the Autumn Farmhouse Throw, one of my favorites. Next up is this natural granny wall hanging. This is another one of those super easy and quick projects, but it adds some cozy texture to your wall. I used a simple embroidery hoop and I made a circle motif, and then I put it in the embroidery hoop and then added some fringe. Very easy. I used some scrap yarn left over from another project, but you can use it to match your own decor, or you could do like an off-white like I did if you wanted to kind of match everything. And it's just a really fun, modern home decor item that you can hang just about anywhere in any room. And try some colors too. You could do multiple colors and make like a radial kind of design. So try the natural granny wall hanging, so much fun to make. Try this easy beginner stripe throw. This is a great project for the absolute beginner. It's a collection of all the basic stitches, so you can practice the stitches and practice them again and practice them again. I used a kind of like a color block scheme, so just big thick stripes of color. And then it's also great if you have been crocheting for a long time too, and just want like a really relaxing project. Maybe you're coming off of a challenging project and you just want something easy and relaxing as well. So great blanket pattern. Also makes a great gift too. And the fuzzy brushed texture of the particular yarn that I used gives it a very extra cozy feel as well. Last but not least are these Tweedy little pumpkins. I used just some leftover tweed yarn I had used for something else, but they're just little tiny pumpkins that you can kind of stick here and there, and then just a matching tiny little bit of scrap yarn for the stem. Again, you can use different things to stuff them. I used fiberfill, but you could use, like we talked about before, cotton balls, scrap yarn, scrap fabric, anything you have on hand would be great to stuff into these. And they're just made in just a few rounds, and then a little bit of seaming to get that pumpkin shape. It's kind of like a smaller version of the modern pumpkins if you just need some small pumpkins to kind of scatter about. They also look really pretty across a table, and a great way to use some scrap yarn. So I hope you enjoyed all of these fall home decor projects to cozy up your space and welcome fall. And they're all wonderful projects to make, easy and fast and fun. All the links can be found below to all the videos and all the patterns as well. So everything can be found below, and happy fall crocheting, everyone. I hope you enjoyed these patterns. Bye, everyone.